Hello everyone, family, friends, all you supporters throughout this great nation and perhaps the world. Julius Mercer here. Today is April the 1st and I'd just like to send out hopefully a little inspiration, and perhaps just maybe some of you will make some comments of something that you are doing with regards to your fitness, holistic care, mental health, etc. So I want to share a little story with you. In 1984, I was trying out training to try out for the Olympics. I remember hearing the story that my coach had shared with me about the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team that went on to win a gold medal. All the players were like in their 20s, right? And the Soviet Union hockey team players were a little bit much older and more physically stronger. And so the coach, he had told his team that we have to have the legs of a wolf in order to have a chance at winning. And so what he did was he primarily focused a lot on cardio and legs strength. Leg, upper body, core, cardio, strength. They ended up winning that gold medal, as I just mentioned, because they were able to sustain, they outlasted. They tired out, but not as much as they would have did had they not had the legs of a wolf. In addition to that, I remember my coach, part of the plan, he said to me, we're going to have to build your own endurance and stamina. Julius, see, I had been running since junior college, an average about 2 miles, maximum for my cardio, for my endurance and stamina training. And so the coach says, I got to get you up to 6 miles. And I remember after that first day I did those 6 miles, boy, a couple of days later, I was hurting because I had used muscles and my muscles had endured longer than I ever did, and I was really sore, hurting really bad, right? You know how it is when you do exercises or do any kind of movement, if you're not exercising, and you use muscles that you never used before, a couple of days later you're like sore or you're hurt, right? So I remember I was feeling so bad, and my coach had told me that next day the next couple of days, he wanted me to stretch out and go jog easy again, but I stayed home. Coach came to the house, what are you doing, Mercer? I said, Coach, I need a day off. I need a day off. Come on, man, I need a day off. He says, no. He says, every time you take a day off, the Olympic champion is working out. That's all he had to say. I started moving again, right? So anyway, even during these times, we have to stay home. Many people can't go anywhere. I just want you to know, of course, you can work out in the confines of your dwelling, of your area, wherever you live. You can still get that workout in. And for me, I like to do a little cardio. I'm going to be having knee surgery at some point. I don't know when. Of course, it's going to be delayed because of the crisis that we're in. So in the meantime, I try to strengthen my legs and do some other thing to help combat high cholesterol, right? I was pre-diabetic, high blood pressure. My sugar was really high a few weeks back. My sugar tested at 119, I believe it was. Yeah. And so, but the last 4 months I've been really consistent in terms of trying to keep at least 3-4 days of cardio, doing something, some type of movement, right? So what I'm challenging you is for you, just look up cardio, anaerobic exercises, just read about it, and then find out what it may do for you. Consult with your doctor if you need to make sure that you're okay to do certain type of exercises. And like for me, of course, I like to jump rope, right? And because I'm going to have a knee surgery, I have to be careful not to do too much high impact or something that kind of puts too much pressure on my legs. So when I do jump rope, I stay on the balls of my feet and I jump very light, very light. But the main thing is I like to get the cardio in because the cardio is also related to the metabolic system, right? Thyroid. Some people have thyroid, some people don't, but nevertheless, it can still help with your body's ability to break down food, break down fats. and just increase your wind, your oxygen intake level, etc. So I also invite anyone who views this video, hey look, make some comments of what you do, where you're at, how fitness helps you. In addition to that, if it helps you mentally, holistically, right, mental fitness, etc. Because years ago, you know, I remember when I had suicide attempts, I was mentally unstable, the stigma kept me quiet from getting help. Yeah, a lot of stressors, just intense stressors overwhelm me into a lot of issues, some serious issues, but you don't have to go there. And if you are there, there are some preventive measures that you can take. So stay inspired, and I have to get some of these in. Also, hey look, last thing, when you jump rope, I'm gonna tell you, there are people who just sit back and watch, and they can't wait to see you, to laugh. Oh, you missed, you can't jump rope every time you miss. Don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about what they think. Because even me, I might do 10 in a row, miss, 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 then I rip off 50, miss, 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 rip off 100 in a row. So that's not the point. The point is, it's just like when you fall. It doesn't matter how many times we fall. What matters is how many times we can get up. And sometimes it can be difficult getting up, but sometimes encouragement can help a person start to rise. I know this, and I know that because people encourage me. And I hope this encourages you. Now let me get some of this in here. Miss, don't stop. That's what I'm talking about. I'm Julius Mercer, and you do the best you can.